Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully everybody's doing great. For me, great stuff. We have a great review today. This is a Christian Dior fragrance. I love this brand, and it's from the Fahrenheit brand also. And of course, it's Fahrenheit Absolute. I love the Fahrenheit brand. Every single bottle I've purchased is basically a no-brainer for me. Original Fahrenheit. On my review, it got a perfect score, 10 out of 10. I absolutely love that fragrance. You guys know I love Fahrenheit. There's nothing like it out there. Now then I reviewed Fahrenheit 32. That one got straight up 9 out of 10. So I love Fahrenheit 32. Then I got this bottle, Fahrenheit Absolute. I still need to get Fahrenheit Summer, Fahrenheit 0 degrees. I will be purchasing those bottles and reviewing them in the near future. But this is spotlight on this guy. Now, YouTube, only 3 reviews on this thing. Not too much hype on YouTube. I know when this first came out, there was a huge hype everywhere. Any fragrance head was pretty excited about this release, especially with the no breakdown, which I'm going to be tackling in this review. So let's take a look at the presentation, the bottle, and the box. Now, not much has changed as far as the bottle goes. You'll see it's a little darker than the original Fahrenheit bottle. You still got the classic CD right there. The sprayer works very well, no problems here. We got a sticker at the bottom. Box looks like this. Now, I've had a few questions about this fragrance when I first purchased it back in 2010, early 2010. I got a few inbox messages about it, and I want to tackle a few questions before I get into this fragrance review. First of all, this one says, I believe it's on the box, it says Eau de Toilette Intense. Now, a lot of people are asking, is there an EDT and an EDP of this fragrance? No, it's only an EDT. Is there 2 different fragrances? Is there an intense version and then there's just the regular? No, there's only one fragrance. It's this one. It's an EDT, Eau de Toilette. They put intense in there. I think it's just for marketing purposes, personally. You're going to see why. It's not really an intense version of Fahrenheit. So let's get to it. First of all, bottle sizes. Your standards, 1.7, 3.4. Make sure to take out the credit card. The black card's coming out. Because it's expensive. We're looking at $60 to $100 American to purchase this fragrance. This is a 3.4 ounce. I paid $120. The only reason why is because when it first came out, I really wanted this fragrance, and I was ready to pay a little more. So don't be a sucker like me. Now it's a little more readily available. So you'll be paying maybe $90 for this big bottle. So don't be a sucker and pay $120 like I did. Now, this one was released in 2009. It's a fairly new fragrance. Has not won any awards with me as of yet, which is very surprising. But mostly when I go in the Fahrenheit brand, I usually go for the original. My eyes are straight up at him because he's the classic. Can't go wrong with it. Now, group, this is an Oriental woody fragrance. Parfumé is François Demachy. And François is, he knows the Fahrenheit brand. He made Fahrenheit 32. A great fragrance, by the way. Recommended age, college and up. And the reason why I started college is because for a teenager, paying a premium for this type of fragrance, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be that great for you guys. College, this is unique. I think you guys could definitely pull this off. But I really see an older gentleman, someone actually a little older than me, wearing this for night out all the time. So definitely, if you're a little older than me, I think it would be a great fragrance. Guys in their 30s, I think it would work very well. How many sprays in wear? I go 1 on the chest and 2 on the neck, 1 on each side, and I am good. 3 sprays, that's it. Now let's take a look at the notes. Notes, not very complicated. I think there's more notes in this fragrance that we are led to believe. To be honest, that's my honest opinion. I'm looking online, I'm looking around. This is all I could find on this fragrance. Top notes, violet leaf. In the mid, we got myrrh and frankincense or incense. And then in the base, we got oud. So that's what the main breakdown of this fragrance is. Now, why did Christian Dior make this? Well, 23 years ago, they made this classic called Fahrenheit. And they're just updating the classic with this fragrance with fashion-inspired notes of the year 2000s. So basically, in the year 2000s, just recently, fragrances, especially in the niche side of things, the notes that are really popular right now are incense and oud. As you can tell, that's my type of fragrance. I really like that the fragrance genres are getting darker instead of, toilet water, citrus water. So I really am happy that the genre's getting into ouds and incense and getting a lot warmer because it's great for this Canadian weather, the snow. So they took those two really popular fashion notes and threw it into the regular Fahrenheit and see what we get. They also threw some myrrh in there, which was really nice too. So this is basically the darker brother of the original. This is the theme they're trying to go for. So that's Wasted Spray. Beautiful sprayer, works well. I love the Dior sprayers. You can't go wrong. Don't spray too much, right? One spray of this stuff is almost 1.5 on a regular bottle. And like right when you smell this, it brings you back to the original Fahrenheit. It has that violet from the original. Now it is toned down. It's not like up in your face. Once that settles in, like right now, I can get the myrrh right now. This is where basically where the original Fahrenheit ends. Basically the myrrh comes in and this is where it ends smelling like the original. Don't expect much of the original in this one. It doesn't have that unique petroleum type of smell that a lot of people loved. It looks like the original Fahrenheit was kind of like the skeleton, the backbone of this fragrance. It peaked here and there sometimes when I was wearing it, like I felt a little bit of it, but not too much. Like the original Fahrenheit, basically, with all the wearings I wore this, it was the violet note right off the bat, then you could see how fast it left. That's how fast the original Fahrenheit was gone. A little bit in the dry down, you get that leather note and blah, 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 but we'll get to that. But once the myrrh comes in, now, the myrrh in incense in this fragrance is going to make a lot of people feel churchy. It's going to feel like church. It's going to feel like it's going to smell like old people. I've heard that before. It's going to give that to you for about half an hour to an hour when those two are kind of mixing together because, well, they use myrrh and frankincense in church sometimes. So you get that. Old people go to church a lot, so yeah, there you go. Now in the mid, smoky incense comes in with the oud. Now the oud is actually very light in this fragrance. Don't think this is Montal Black Oud Part 2. No. Yes, it's a dark fragrance, very dark with the incense, the myrrh, and of course the oud. But it makes it very warming, almost like when people describe this, they make it feel like you're in a volcano, and I definitely get that. Definitely warming. The violet kept peaking during the mid. I definitely felt the violet, and it almost felt like there was leather in here, like the original. So you could smell the leather in here once in a while in the mid. Now in the base, gives a light incense. It's still there. I had a coumarin note. Now, coumarin, a lot of people are saying they smelt vanilla in this, and that's where you get the coumarin, because the coumarin does smell like vanilla. Think tonka bean, that kind of dry down. Very, very nice. Not too much. When I say vanilla, a lot of people think, oh, very sweet vanilla. Not too much of it. It was really toned down by these darker notes. Like it was kept in check. We'll say the incense, the big bad incense, and the big bad oud was like, no way you're getting through us. So basically that was it for the vanilla. It's funny how that coumarin note really resembled Fahrenheit 32 at some time. Fahrenheit 32 is very light, vanilla based, kind of like that. And funny enough, I smelled some dark cedarwood, like cedarwood, going back to campy. I say that a lot. When I smell cedarwood and incense, it feels like a bonfire, like that, definitely like that. Now this is not your signature scent type of fragrance, definitely not. This is a night out, special occasion type of fragrance. I really think that this can be kind of hard to wear, like Angel Men, very unique, well done. But it's kind of hard to find, like, when am I going to wear this? Definitely, when I wore this, it really made me feel of wearing this. You got to wear this in Halloween. This is perfect for Halloween. Halloween fragrance, very dark. And a lot of people ask me, for some weird reason, what can I wear to a funeral? There you go, guys. Fahrenheit Absolute. You can wear this to a funeral. It's dark, mellow. Anyway, I'm going by that. Now this one, when I first got it, I kind of felt bland. Like, you know, when you're thinking this and you're looking at the notes and you're looking at the original Fahrenheit, you're getting excited. And then you're like, no, it's not as intense as I thought it was going to be. It just felt dark. But now, smelling different things at different times, it's the notes, some notes in here, in the note breakdown, are definitely there. But then I feel like there's other notes coming in and out, and I'm smelling different things. So it kept me entertained. That's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. So very well done. Strong but not overdone. I really felt like this frag was going to be really amped up when they were saying intense. It's the darker brother of Fahrenheit. I was like, okay, this is going to be projection beast, and of course longevity beast. And it was actually darker, yes, but it was toned down, not loud. It's not a big projection beast. Projection's good, but not like a monster, like Angel Man type. And the longevity is not as great as the original Fahrenheit. So it was really toned down, but darker. You still get a little bit of the original sometimes when you're wearing this, which is never a bad thing. So you do get a little bit of the original. Sometimes I got it, like I felt like, oh, there's the leather, there's the woods, and then there's the violet note, of course. But the violet note's always there right off the bat. Bang, then it goes. Then it's gone. But sometimes you get a little bit of everything from the original, which is very nice, especially mixed with the incense and the oud and the myrrh. Very well done. Now, why would you hate this fragrance? Well, myrrh makes you think of, myrrh and frankincense makes you think of church, old people. This might be a little too dark for some people. Definitely the guys that are living in like Florida or something like that, you don't get snow. This is probably a redundant release for you. Guys in Canada, gotta get this. If you have snow right now, lots of snow like me, this stuff melts snow. It does. It's great for that. It's like a winter-based fragrance. Perfect for winter. Like, I don't wear Fahrenheit that much in the winter. I start wearing this a little more. Definitely next winter I'm going to be wearing this a lot more. So one word to describe this fragrance, dark. Bottles, the original Fahrenheit. Reminded me of Gucci Pour Homme 1, the incense in the woods. Avignon, the incense in Avignon by Comme des Garçons. And M7, the oud. Kind of toned down oud, not like a Montal oud, but an M7. When I close my eyes, this fragrance reminds me of what? This reminds me of something the devil would wear. There you go. Done. Best time to wear this fragrance? At a funeral, which is kind of sad, but at a funeral, Halloween, definitely a night out with your woman. If she doesn't mind this type of scent, it would be great. Going to a party, going out with the boys, this type of fragrance would be great. As far as a compliment factor, this is actually fairly good. For an avant-garde fragrance like this, kind of weird. I got some compliments on this. I got some negative. I got a couple negatives that I smelled like an old man, but that was like at the start of it. I knew I was going to get that. So you're going to get that, but you're going to get some good ones. Like, you smell amazing, and you get some of those. So compliment factor, I'm going to go moderate, almost above average, because I got a lot more positive than negative from this one. But I did get some negative, which I was expecting with these type of fragrances. You get them with Angel Men, same type of fragrances. My 2 cents on this fragrance, guys, this is absolutely what I enjoy in a fragrance. This is going to get a good score from me. I love these type of fragrances that are different, something that the devil's going to wear. Dark. So, this is an amazing fragrance. I absolutely adore it. It's not as good as Fahrenheit, granted, but I don't want to compare this to the original. I try not to. I want to put it as its own. And standing alone with this fragrance, this is, bar none, absolute steal. I love this fragrance, and I'm happy I have it. I really hope they don't discontinue this fragrance in the Dior line. If they do, I got one of their gems, so I'm happy. So buy, try, or pass, guys. This is for the type of people that are like me. This is a definite buy for you guys. Definite, okay? If you're a collector, if you like weird scents, different scents, scents that are really challenging to your nose, this is one to get. This is for the collector, the fragrance lover. It's a definite buy. For the rest of you folks out there, people that are looking for your everyday fragrance or something a little different from your everyday, I say absolute try. You can't go wrong with this. This is different. You're not gonna smell this on everybody, and you're gonna be different. Nobody's gonna smell like this. So guys, let's get to the rating system. This is Fahrenheit Absolute Gold in a bottle. Remember, devil wears this. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Alright guys, let's rate Fahrenheit Absolute Projection. This is going to get an 8 out of 10. It's above average. A great scent cloud for 4 hours, then it slowly dies down. Longevity, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's above average. It gives me, give or take, 6 to 9 hours, sometimes more. But the cutoff is 6 to 9 hours, which is exactly what I want. A little bit more than a regular fragrance. Versatility, I'm going to give this an 8. It's cool weather and evenings, but I've seen it, I've worn it in the hot weather, and it works very well actually in the hot weather too. It brings it out fairly well, but I would recommend it for winter and fall. Overall, this gets a 10 for an overall smell and compliments. This is a masterpiece. It's a great dark fragrance, really close to getting a perfect 10. This is so warm that it's almost melting snow when I walk around. Overall, this is going to get a 9 out of 10 from me, very close to being a perfect 10 out of 10.